Ugh. I finally got tools and weapons working. But they're so boring. If only there was something I could do to add some variety to them. Ugh. What the? Huh? Jesus H. Christ. What are you doing here?
I am here, my child.
Hang on. Before we get to that, let's back up a little bit. Hey y'all, welcome to Hack When I Quarry Devlog 5. For those new here, Hack When I Quarry is a Roblox mining simulator that me and my sister have been working on for the past 3 years now. In the last video, I went over some basic progress of the game, but now I want to get into the meat and potatoes of it, and show you guys some of the actual progress we've made during our year-long hiatus. Okay. Something every good mining simulator needs is a large array of tools. You know, your pickaxes, bombs, swords, medkits, compasses. So when making our tools for Hack When I Quarry, we fought long and hard about what to keep. Obviously, we need pickaxes. You can't go mining without them. And being the most simple tool, you can craft tons of them at the workbench. Each pickaxe you craft gets better and better, typical simulator things. We also added swords, using the same basis for pickaxes. You can left click a bad guy to hit them, you know, standard stuff. But just having pickaxes and swords is so boring. You can just turn off your mind or get an auto clicker and the game is over. Yeah, you're right, me. Just having one tool to do all of the mining and all the fighting is really dull, and the progression of the game is very linear. You make one pickaxe, go underground, get ores, make a better pickaxe, go underground, get more ores, make an even better pickaxe, rinse and repeat until you reach the bottom. While the system works for most basic simulators and tycoons, that's not the system we want with our game to have. So, let me show you my journey to finding the perfect mining simulator. And yes, Jesus H. Christ will be relevant soon, alright? Wait, hold on. Before I explain how I fix the problems, let me first explain what the problems are. There are two major problems with the tools right now. One, there is no variety. We literally just have swords and pickaxes. And two, the progression of the tools is way too linear. There's no reason to keep a tool once you get an upgrade. Fixing these issues should hopefully add more choice to how you want to play the game, which is our main goal here. Alright? Alright. Back to the video. The first solution we came up with was back when this channel was made. Because the pickaxe was used for mining, which required no fault whatsoever, we decided to add delicate ores, which are ores that are too fragile to be broken by a pickaxe. And to counteract them, we also added the extractor, which was a special tool that, while not as strong or as fast as the pickaxe, could mine delicate ores. Finally! Now instead of having one pickaxe in one slot, you have 1.5 pickaxes in 2 slots. Yippee! In all seriousness, the extractor didn't really fix the overall issues in the mining system. It was more so just an unnecessary step. You still upgraded your pickaxe the same way, but now you gotta whip out the extractor every now and then to get some extra resources. But we kept trying with this route. I mean, the extractor wasn't completely useless. We gave it the ability to mine explosive ores without it exploding, which provided some much needed strategy to the game. We also added buckets, which are like the extractor, but for liquid, and they can't mine anything. Well, have you tried mining stone with a plastic bucket? Didn't think so. As of right now, we have 4 slots for tools. 1 for the pickaxe, 1 for the sword, 1 for the extractor, and 1 for the bucket. While that's better than when we started, we could definitely add more. But I'm not going to add more slots, that would be crazy. Instead, what if, hear me out, we replaced pickaxes? Well, not entirely, but we could add new ones, like the sledge pick, which is a funny combo between a sledgehammer and a pickaxe. It's much slower than pickaxes, but mines in a 3x3x3 area instead. Or what about a boomstick? You know, a stick of dynamite on a pickaxe. It's just as fast as a normal pickaxe, and has a slight chance to explode the ores around you. Or, my personal favorite, the drill. A pickaxe variant which can become a super fast auto mining tool if you give it the proper fuel. So, for the basic copper drill, you need to charge it with coal. So if you have coal in your inventory and hold X, it will go flying. And don't think I forgot about the sword. No. We also decided to add multiple sword variants, like the broadsword and the saber, which have different attack styles. The saber can be held down and release a powerful stab, whereas the broadsword can do a sweeping attack that hits multiple enemies. We also added the bow and the spear for long-range combat instead. But the catch is that you can only equip one of these weapons in your combat slot. With these choices on what you can equip, we basically eliminated the first problem. Now there's tons of variety in the tools for multiple playstyles. But each tool still has a second problem. There's progressively better bows and swords and sabers and sledge picks and drills and stuff. Meaning that once you upgrade it, there's no reason to go back. Yeah, we'll get to that shortly. But first, I'll be honest here, I couldn't get enough of making tools, but some of them were a little funky, so I made them count as their own class of tools, called the unique tools, like the torch, which is a unique sword that glows in the dark, and you can press the X key to make it glow brighter for a bit. Or the jackhammer. You can use it to mine ores like normal, or you can charge it up to drill ores with no need for fuel. And sometimes it'll get a super boost, making it drill faster and longer. I wish I could share more of them, but that would be spoiling the game. So you just have to wait until it comes out, eventually. And that leads us back to the start of this devlog. We still need to fix the issue with the whole progression thing. And I think Jesus H. Christ gave me an idea. What if you could add buffs to your tools that gives them extra properties, like the unique tools, but they sort of act like enchantments for Minecraft? That's what led me to make the adornment system. Basically, you can go to the adornment guru and craft multiple different upgrades for your tools, like the adornment of quenching. If you craft this, you can equip it onto your bucket, and every time you scoop some liquid, you'll heal some extra health. Or the adornment of power, which gives your pickaxes or swords a 25% chance to do double damage. I made a bunch of these things that can be equipped onto different tools. Some of them are simple stat increases, like there's one that increases your damage, or one that makes your cooldowns faster. Even then, there are still catches to the adornments themselves. Not every tool can be used on them, obviously. Like, the adornment of quenching can only be used for buckets, so don't expect to put it on a drill or something. And with the unique tools that I mentioned before, adornments can't be equipped on them at all. But despite that, there are now tons of choices you can make. Between basic progression, adornment grinding, or unique tools, you can now cater your own playstyle. Now both problems are kind of fixed. The many tools and equipment choices fix the lack of variety issue, and the unique tools and adornment style fix the linear progression issue. So yeah, that's how I fixed the basic and boring tools of Hackman Quarry. It was nice getting to actually show my thoughts process for making these new systems and stuff. And I'm sure I'll keep tinkering away at it until it's as good as it can get. But before I go, I want to ask you guys a question. Yes, you. Currently, we have about 30-ish adornments so far, but I want to add more. So if you have any ideas for some fun or creative or outright harmful adornments, please let me know in the comments below. And with that, thank you for watching.